New Jersey community is commemorating the life of a young man who was killed in that 2017 West Side Highway terrorist truck attack. The Darren Drake Act, that's named after the 32-year-old, was signed into law last year to try to combat lone wolf terrorism. Our Pix 11's Katie Corrado live outside that commemoration. Good evening, Katie.
Good evening, Heidi. As we speak, family and friends are gathered to honor the life of Darren Drake, not only to honor his life, but also to celebrate legislation that was just passed recently in his name. This is all happening in his hometown of New Milford, New Jersey. Drake was among the 8 people who was killed during the Halloween 2017 terrorist attack in Lower Manhattan. The 32-year-old was riding his bike on the West Side bike path when Sayfullo Saypop used a rented U-Haul truck to strike down cyclists and pedestrians on the path. Since Darren Drake's death, his family has created a scholarship in his honor that helps fund a student's trade school tuition. They also celebrate today the Darren Drake Act, which President Biden signed into law in December. It requires Homeland Security to create guidelines for car rental companies to report suspicious activity to the police. It is designed to prevent people from using vehicles as deadly weapons. Drake's family is now waiting to find out Sayfullo Saypop's sentence, since a jury found him guilty last month of carrying out the attack.
Basically, the legislation ensures that and will ensure that when terrorists attempt to rent terrorist vehicles, terror trucks, which is what killed their son on the West Side Highway and others on Halloween in 2017, to prevent that from happening again. Now this legislation, named in their son's honor, the Darren Drake Act, is now the law of the land and will help ensure that other terrorists aren't able to rent trucks to kill Americans and others.
And deliberations will resume Monday to decide if Saypop will receive the death penalty or life in prison. New York does not have capital punishment, but because this is a federal case, it is possible, but it would be rare. New York has not executed anyone in the last 60 years. Reporting live in New Milford, New Jersey, Katie Corrado, Pix 11 News.
Katie, thank you. Well, starting tomorrow, there will be some changes, more changes to the Long Island Railroad